The episode opens up with Iron Man going apeshit on Captain America. Since both of them are powerful superheroes, Captain America struggles to dodge all of Iron Man's attacks. Eventually, Captain America throws his shield at Iron Man, who not only dodges the attack, but also launches a counterattack. Just before a laser can hit Cap, Iron Man stops the simulation and tells Captain America that times are changing and he needs to upgrade his tech along with it. He then shows Cap a projection of a prototype armor that he is building for him and tells him that it is almost the same as his original suit. However, Captain America claims that he does not need that shit because it will only slow him down. Iron Man jokes around and tells him to admit that he is afraid of technology. Cap laughs it off and tells him that no tech can replace human intuition or guts. Iron Man becomes offended and asks Cap if he thinks he doesn't have guts. Before they can get into an argument, Jarvis interrupts them and announces that there is a broadcast that he needs to watch. A screen appears in front of them and a broadcast by Justin Hammer, the CEO of Hammer Advanced Weapon Systems, appears on live television and calls the Avengers loose cannons. He claims that his tech is better than the Avengers and can keep America safe from evil. He even goes as far as to call Iron Man Tony the phony Stark before challenging the Avengers to a duel. This does not sit well with Iron Man, and he immediately summons the rest of the Avengers and flies all of them off to meet Hammer. As they are about to land, Captain America asks Iron Man if he is sure that he wants to go against Hammer. He responds by saying that Hammer has created a small atomic bomb, which can potentially be dangerous. As the Avengers get off the jet, they are surprised to see that Hammer is waiting for them. Iron Man asks Hammer to tell him what it is that he needs from them so that they can go back to doing something more meaningful. Hammer claims that he wanted to test out one of his creations against the Avengers. Iron Man asks him what he is talking about, but gets tackled by an android who he barely registers due to its speed. The rest of the Avengers watch in shock as Iron Man recovers. Hammer introduces them to his super adaptoid, who he claims is the superhero of the future. Iron Man does not take the super adaptoid seriously and mocks Hammer for creating a piece of shit sucker punch machine. This does not faze Hammer, who tells Iron Man to take the android on. Taking the bait, Iron Man slams into the super adaptoid, but it breaks out of his hold and punches him again. The rest of the Avengers go in to help him, but Hawkeye pulls them back, asking them to watch how the fight is going to go. Once again, Iron Man goes in to attack using his repulsor blasts. To everyone's shock, the android molds its body, letting the blast blow right through him. Before it can attack Iron Man again, Captain America throws his shield at the android and manages to sever its arm from the body. Falcon 2 flies over to the android and shoots at the android, but it absorbs his arrows into its body before shooting them back at him. Hawkeye chooses to help out as well, and shoots out his arrows at the android. Thor backs him up and uses lightning to end the android. Hulk jumps on top of the android and destroys it once and for all. Seeing this, Hammer gets mad at the Avengers for destroying his first and only prototype. As the Avengers start getting back into the jet, Iron Man warns him and tells him to never experiment with weapons again. Captain America picks up the severed arm and starts studying it, saying that it is never this easy. However, he chooses to not question it when Hammer starts threatening to sue all of them. Once the jet leaves, Hammer asks his floating robots if they have everything. When the robots beep in confirmation, Hammer announces that they are ready for Phase 2. Hawkeye claims that Hammer should have named his android Stupertoid since it could not adapt to anything. Unbeknownst to him, the super adaptoid gets up and rebuilds its body on its own. At the same time, Hulk tells everyone that he had to leave a giant tub of peanut butter behind for a stupid mission. Hearing their conversation, Captain America asks Iron Man if he managed to scan the super adaptoid. When Iron Man brushes his concerns off, saying that the only thing he recorded was the android getting blown to pieces. Cap is not satisfied by this and tells the Avengers to think about the situation, explaining that Hammer cannot be stupid enough to spend billions, only to have his tech be destroyed in seconds. Iron Man claims that Hammer is armor envy and is not dangerous, but since Captain America insists on seeing the data he scanned, he relents and hands him the hard drive, knowing that Cap is going to have a hard time deciphering tech. As Captain America continues to struggle to understand the data, Falcon begins to feel bad and offers to help him, and even takes a dig at him being too old to understand technology. When Falcon starts studying the data, Captain America tells him that Hammer played right into one of Iron Man's weaknesses. He attacked Iron Man with a machine, and since Iron Man thinks he knows all machines, he did not take Hammer more seriously. Just then, Falcon finds undifferentiated microclusters in the data. Cap explains that they are tiny machines that can be repurposed in response to new programming. Cap claims that Iron Man thought that the super adaptoid was scanning them for weaknesses, but it was capable of doing so much more. At this point, Falcon realizes that it may be time to call Iron Man. All of a sudden, an unexpected blast takes the two of them down before they can alert the others. They quickly recover to see Hammer outside Avengers Tower. He tells them that they left too early since his experiment was still not done. He explains that the super adaptoid first learns and then adapts, just as he displays wings similar to Falcon's. Falcon tells the rest of the Avengers who have joined him that Hammer hit him with the same blast as Iron Man's repulsor blast. Frustrated that his tech has been copied, Iron Man goes in to attack Hammer, who is now wearing the super adaptoid suit, but Hammer fires a unibeam at him. Before he can get hit, Captain America saves him. Cap tries telling Iron Man that they need to come up with a better plan to take down Hammer, but he is too angry to care. Once again, Hammer fires a unibeam at him, but Cap saves him again. Hulk and Thor go in to attack Hammer, but are thrown into a building. Meanwhile, Captain America throws his shield at Hammer, severing the super adaptoid's legs. However, as expected, they quickly grow back. Cap tries to reason with Iron Man again, but he claims that he wants to teach Hammer that no matter how much tech he makes, he will always destroy it. With this, he flies out of the tower and chases Hammer. Falcon offers to reason with Iron Man and jumps out of the tower along with Hawkeye. The three of them fly after Hammer, who manages to leave them behind. On their way, Falcon tries explaining how Adaptoid is working, but this does not deter him. Iron Man then asks Hammer what he is after, since he cannot expect to be a hero after attacking the Avengers over New York City. Hammer ominously tells them that he has better plans for the super adaptoid. Iron Man takes this opportunity to run a scan on the android and finds that it has adapted Falcon's wings, Iron Man's unibeam, Hulk's strength and density, and Cap's shield. He asks Falcon how he figured out what Hammer was doing, but to his surprise, Falcon reveals that it was Captain America who figured it out. During this, Hulk and Thor manage to land a surprise attack on Hammer, causing him to fall into the river. While the rest of the Avengers watch Thor summon Asgardian lightning, Captain America arrives and tells them that it's not over yet. However, Iron Man is confident in the Avengers' skills and tells him that the fight is already over. This is why it takes everyone by surprise when Hammer comes out of the water and throws the lightning back at the Avengers. Captain America tells them that they need to fight in a different style because the super adaptoid has already learned all of their usual fighting styles. When Hammer overhears their conversation, he tells them that they have fallen into the habit of fighting in the same style, but his android is much different and more advanced than they are. Hulk tells Cap that learning takes too long and goes in to attack Hammer, but his plan ends all too soon as Hammer uses the Avengers' powers to knock him down. Seeing this, Iron Man tells the rest of the Avengers to attack Hammer at the same time. However, Hammer dodges their attacks easily and even turns Iron Man's missiles towards the city. Although Hawkeye manages to stop the missiles from hitting anything, Hammer uses his distraction to take him down as well. One by one, all of the Avengers go down, including Iron Man. Hammer drags him along and tells him to admit that his machinery is much more advanced and superior. While he is upside down, Iron Man notices Captain America headed towards them on a jet. Cap flings the jet at Hammer and temporarily takes him down. As soon as Hammer recovers, he starts chasing Cap, who makes his way to Avengers Tower. There, he notices Hammer calling Red Skull and realizes that he is not working alone. Once he is cornered, Hammer goes in to attack him, but Cap jumps out of the way just in time. Hammer punches an emergency button, causing the Avenjet to be released. Iron Man asks Cap what he is planning on doing, but Cap assures him that he has it handled. He takes the Avenjet into space, but gets attacked by Hammer again. This time, Captain America is ready for him, and he counters all of the android's attacks. Eventually, Cap throws his shield at Hammer, who manages to catch it. Once again defenseless, Captain America makes his way to the storage unit. Iron Man contacts Cap again and assures him that the Avengers are on their way. He tells them to wait for the signal just as Hammer bursts into the storage unit. He tells Hammer that he wanted him to catch his shield. To Hammer's surprise, Cap had planted bombs that go off on him, giving Cap the time to initiate his final plan. When Hammer recovers, Cap appears in front of him wearing Iron Man's gloves and helmet. The tech, combined with Captain America's intuition and strength, slows Hammer down. Confused, Hammer asks him how none of his attacks have done any real damage. Cap explains that the android has copied his friend's moves, friends that he spars with every day. This is why he knows where their weaknesses lie as well. Despite this, Hammer feels confident that he can use the Cap's moves against him, but Captain America surprises him yet again when he points out his own flaws and does the opposite of what is expected. At the last moment, he uses a unibeam to blow Hammer out of the jet's window. The rest of the Avengers arrive just in time to deliver the finishing blows and take Hammer down once and for all. At the end of the episode, Hammer begs Red Skull to let him join their cabal, but is denied. Once their call ends, Red Skull tells MODOK that Hammer is not good enough to join their cabal, but the android that has already started repairing itself is. Thank you for watching. Check out these other videos and make sure to subscribe and tap the bell to be notified about our latest videos. See you next time.